Well, I'm in a place you don't see me go very often. I'm up behind the chicken pen. There's some quails having a wander around. So I've got a patch of ground that I never use that I'm about to turn into real estate. G'day folks, Andy here from Manor. So I have a huge big retaining wall and a pizza oven in my backyard. And I've come up, it's got a big hedge on top, look at it, huge, but the soil's really terrible, you know. So I've never been able to use it for anything. Well, today I came up with a cunning plan. So here I am up on top of the big retaining wall. I'll go down the end here. As you can see, the ground's crap. Soil's terrible, full of rocks, weed, and then it goes on to the big hedge between my yard and the neighbours. So what I thought I'd do is what I did out the front of the building site. I'm just going to load her up with big 100-litre grow bags up here, and I'll actually get quite a bit of real estate up here that I'd never use, and convert it into useful stuff. So I'm about to do some, I'd call them pumpkins. We're coming into summer now and they should go all right. The only thing you got to worry about in summer is the mildew, but I'll give it a crack and see what happens. It's a Thai variety, so I thought it might really be worthwhile. But that's it from up on top. I'll give you a quick look when I finish filling the grow bag and get it in place. I'll probably fit about 6 or 8 up here, or if I go 2 row, even more. And we'll see how we go. The plan's going to be, because it's a bit inaccessible, obviously don't leave the ladder there all the time. The plan's going to be that I'll plant everything that doesn't need a lot of tending. So you can see there's the irrigation system. So I've well and truly got the ability to get it watered, which is great. But I don't want to have to be climbing up here all the time. It's inconvenient. But things like pumpkins should go great guns. So we'll do that. We'll gradually over time, I'll do like I did with the building site and just turn it into another useful grow area. Should be about 2 metres wide. Oh, I don't know, 10 long, this space. You got to be a bit careful, because go too far that way and you'll be sharing the coop with the girls down there. But you know, it's pretty obvious, I should be right. I haven't said anything to my Rosie, but if things go well, I'm going to gradually start and cut these plants back and fit a few more sneaky grow bags in before she catches me and puts a stop to it. Anyway, so there's the start of a brand new plan. I tell you what, let me remember I said, hey listen, I wouldn't recommend you do this. Well, when I came past carrying the ladder, it took me 20 minutes to catch them again. Because once they get spooked, every time I went near them, they got spooked again and off they went. There they go. There's 2 of them, just, sorry about the sun. There's 2 of them just done a runner. I'll have to get the fish net, which is over there, and chase them down. That was Maggie. She has a look. She comes and checks out the quail. I was real worried the first time. Thought, oh, she'll nail a couple. But no, she's been really good, just sort of intrigued, but ignores them largely. Anyway, back to the story. So you can see it actually, at this end, it actually gets very tall. That'd be close to 3 metres, that wall there. But what I'm going to do, and you can see the cunning plan modelled on my success out the front in the building site. Grow bag heaven. The noise you can constantly hear in the background is the boys yelling out. That's the crow of a quail rooster, folks. Of course, now they know I'm talking about it, they stopped. So I use the bigger bags for potting mix rather than the smaller ones that cost a lot more. So not that these are cheap either, but that's 65 litres. one of the drawbacks with my cunning plan is I can't lift that and climb a ladder with one arm and climb a ladder at the same time. So I take it up in bits till it gets light enough, and then I just shove it up on the top of the retaining wall from behind the chook shed. There you go. What I do is, yeah, things go up there that don't require much attention. So there's a raspberry there. You know, you get up when you need to pick it. Sweet potatoes in that end bag. I've got some Madagascar beans and a couple of fruit trees. Now I can actually get to those ones pretty easy. You can see the bean growing on the trellis. Because I just go into Dave's yard, the neighbour next door. He's kind enough to let me in. I go in and crawl through the fence and do what I need to do. It's got irrigation system in it, so it's a rare day I'm actually up there. I don't feel so wimpy now. It actually says it's up to 40 kilos and needs 2 people to lift. Oh, no wonder I can't carry it with one arm up a 3 metre bloody wall. So what I do is I fill this little guy up till he's starting to feel a little bit heavy, carry it up there, tip it in, and I'll do that until I can lift the bag, and then up she goes. And I do it from over there, push it up. Oh, that'd be right. I'm thinking I want to get some mulch from top of the bags, because it's not that far off summer and it really gets stinking hot over here. The mulch keeps the water in. Now it won't be this clip, but what I'll do is trim all that hedge back, and I run all that sort of stuff through my little shredder. Can't do anything big, but it's good enough for this sort of stuff, and I'll use that as the mulch. That's what I've done a fair bit of. That's the bottom out of the quail cages last time I cleaned them out. So you can see I do tend to reuse a lot of stuff like that. I found a dripper, which I already attached in the irrigation pipe, so I've just put that up. That bag's as full as a goog now. That I reckon is a success. I've got to put the pumpkin seeds in yet, but that's nothing. So hopefully you'll enjoy watching along as we do another cunning renovation and get a whole lot more land back for the tiny farm. Feel free to hit the subscribe button, folks. Hooroo.